Let's continue on to go through this Project 2025, which is this presidential transition project that's being presented. There is this 900-page manifesto that's been written, and you can go and take a look at it. Within this manifesto are 4 primary pillars that are being identified. Let me take you through each of these different pillars being proposed. The first pillar is what is being referred to as a mandate for leadership. And this means setting out specifically what the roles are in the White House. So who does what and how they go about doing it. So this leadership being specified as to what their roles are. The second pillar is people are policy. So what they're saying here is they want to create a database of a minimum of 10,000 people who could be potential appointees to different political positions and specifically within the executive branch. So it's a database, so a list of people who would be appropriate according to the beliefs of Project 2025. The third pillar is a training portion. This looks like Project 2025 is offering to provide training to anyone appointed to the executive branch or other key political positions. So you would go and have different people from Project 2025 training those executive appointees and different people involved in that. So training is the third pillar. And the fourth pillar has to do with executive orders, which I find to be actually a very interesting piece. Now, executive orders have been something that have always been a bit controversial. Let me give you a little bit of an overview of the last few presidents and how they have managed their executive orders. Let's start with President Clinton. In his 8 years of office, he signed 266 executive orders. President George W. Bush, in his 8 years, signed 291 executive orders. Now, President Obama, in his 8 years, did a total of 277 executive orders. Now, when Trump was in the White House, so his 4 years, so just 4 years, he signed 220 executive orders. Trump's 4 years were very busy with executive orders. Now Biden, as of today's date, approximately, so you'll have to forgive me if my numbers are off a little bit, has done 123 executive orders. But I think it's important to note that under President Biden's presidency, he has revoked 67 prior executive orders. And so his number is more around the 100 range for his time that he's been in office, because a lot of his executive orders were spent actually revoking Trump's executive orders. So keep that in mind as we talk about executive orders. So back to Pillar 4, executive orders. The goal here would be to compile an appendix of executive orders stating different policy changes that Project 2025 feels would be most appropriate. So whomever was to come into the office of the presidency would have kind of this book or this database of executive orders, so they could just kind of flip through it, pick out what they wanted, and put it into the proper format and sign it. So that's the fourth pillar for Project 2025. Again, this is a broad overview of kind of what the primary goals are within this 900-page manifesto. I'll be continuing on to give you more information regarding what this Project 2025 is all about.